It seems like some NBA players just don't like Giannis.
How difficult it was to defend Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Next question. You know, but I wish I could just run and with 7 feet and run and just dunk. Like that takes no skill at all.
But why? Why are there so many egregious takes by former and current players that discredit and disrespect Giannis Antetokounmpo?
LeBron, is your refrigerator running?
Yo, what you doing? What you hang up for?
Man, I got nervous, man.
Nervous?
It's LeBron James.
The most well-known beef between Giannis and another player is definitely with James Harden. They have both taken shots at each other multiple times.
Once the media, they create a narrative about somebody from the beginning of the year, I think they just take that narrative and then run with it the entire year. Like, you know, I don't even want to get into the details, but all I can do is control what I can do, and I went out there and did what I was supposed to do at a high level. You know what I'm saying? A season probably, it's only a few other seasons that anybody's ever done that before.
Okay, this is a tough one. I'm between Kemba and Trae Young.
Wait, you don't want the dribbler?
I want somebody that's gonna pass the ball. That's what I want.
You know, but I wish I could just run and with 7 feet and run and just dunk. Like that takes no skill at all. I gotta actually learn how to play basketball and how to have skill, you know?
To, find whoever, James Harden was guarding. That's who we thought we were gonna have the opportunity to score on.
How difficult it was to defend Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Next question.
So it really started with these two in the MVP race, and of course Harden thought that he deserved the award, but saying that the media started a narrative, come on man. But maybe Giannis didn't like this, so he made that all-star draft joke, or maybe it wasn't related at all. He just decided, you know what, today I'm a joke on James Harden. Either way, I think we can tell James Harden was offended.
Like that takes no skill at all.
Just the way he's saying it, man, he sounds a little bit hurt. Either way though, this whole no skill narrative that really got big with this statement by James Harden is absolutely terrible. People think skill is just shooting, dribbling, and all the flashy stuff, right? Moving like this at 6'11" is definitely a skill. There's a reason that other players at this height cannot move like this. Body control is a skill, footwork is a skill, finishing is a skill, defense is a skill. And to make things even crazier, in the 2021 NBA season, Giannis shot better from the mid-range area than Kyrie Irving and Zach LaVine. By the way, that's 41% on over 3 attempts per game. That mid-range has really become a part of his game now. But shit man, if he's doing what he does while having no skill, hey, that's crazy. After Giannis's playoff exits in 2019 and 2020, that was the prime time to slander him. Because to his standards, he did underperform, so you could get away with some slander on his name. That was the time to do it. Obviously, you can't get away with it now, but I digress. That's not important right now. And neither is Richard Jefferson's opinion and his career as a referee, but you know what? I'm still gonna give it attention, I guess. Because in 2020, after the playoff exit against the Miami Heat, he made a hideous tweet about Giannis. I quote, "Giannis might be a Pippen. There I said it, he needs his Jordan." You know what, RJ? He does have his Jordan. Christopher Middleton is Michael Jordan with a 30-inch vertical. What a take though, man. My God, like what RJ said might be worse than what I just said about Chris Middleton. Speaking of Middleton and Giannis though, I cannot forget this tweet by CJ McCollum. How many votes will Middleton get for Finals MVP? How about fucking none? Now don't interpret me saying that as disrespecting Middleton though. That man is a killer and comes up clutch. But Giannis was having one of the best finals performances ever. Let's be serious. Middleton was great, but Giannis was all-time great. And you would think that after an all-time great finals performance, nobody would have anything to say, but these people are resilient in discrediting Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Wait, so if you say two of the three, so that means I made a 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah,
and that means me and KD, we only 2 and 3. So who's the number 1?
No. Oh, I see what you're saying. I'm saying I'm not going to make an argument about who the 3 best players in the world are.
I just want to know who's up
other
there.
People make that argument. I'm just saying, in my eyes, like you're one of the 3 best players in the world. Okay, and so is Kevin. That was my point. I'm not going to get into 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. It's not
I just want to know who's the third.
Jokic.
Oh, okay.
Jokic.
Where's Giannis?
He's in the next group. I mean, he's like, but it's so hard. There's too many good players now. There's too many good players, Joe.
Oh, that's a Finals MVP.
Jokic? Man, respect to Joel Embiid. I've always wanted a playoff series between these two guys, but we just haven't got it. Either way, they clearly have respect for each other. You love to see it. And Joel was calling out JJ Redick on his bullshit. Man is talking about next group of guys. My brother in Christ, he just averaged 35 a game in the finals on 60% shooting. Are you crazy? What else is there to prove? But let me chill on JJ Redick.
I was so off, and I feel so bad still to this day when Joel boxed me in the corner. I was trying to give him a compliment, telling him he was one of the best players in the world. I shouldn't have categorized it with a number. And he caught me, and there was a moment where he said, "Who's the third guy between, after Kevin and I for the best players in the world?" And I said to myself, if I say Jokic, the Giannis people are going to hate me. And if I say Giannis, the Jokic people are going to hate me. And instead of just requalifying the entire conversation, I let the words Jokic or the word Jokic come out of my mouth. I was so off on that, Tommy. If you're saying I want one guy right now, I need one guy.
It's Giannis.
It's Giannis. It's Giannis.
Hey, he admitted that he was wrong. He admitted the best player in the world is none other than the Greek Freak.
You know, the freak.
Stop. What is wrong with you?
He could be a freak on the court and on the shit. You know what I'm saying?
We're so trill hoops.
This is for you.
Can you believe that? LeBron James just liked my video. You should too. According to my comments, I do sound like LeBron James. Oh, and Kawhi Leonard too. That's interesting. We are all aware of the stereotype around basketball old heads. Back in my day, you couldn't handle the physicality. We played real basketball back in my day. By the way, I know I probably sound like an old head just judging off my voice. I'm 19, guys. Don't get on my head like that. But Charles Oakley's nasty take is exactly that stereotype.
He doing his thing, man. I mean, I was like skeptical because, he couldn't make a jump shot free throw, but after what he did last year, he won me over. I was, because I know he wouldn't have been a force back in the days. That's
Would or would not? Would or would not?
He wouldn't have been a force.
Why is that?
He would have struggled because they would make him 2 jump shots, and he wasn't gonna be doing no Europe to the basket like he doing. You'll step to the basket and just get layup. No, somebody gonna knock his head off. He been come on the bench back in the days.
Bench? Replay that. I don't know if I heard that right.
He been come on the bench back in the days.
This is some crazy shit. I always say that all-time great players can translate to any era, and I stand by that. And you're telling me when zone defense was illegal and strong slashing players thrived, Giannis Antetokounmpo would be coming off the bench. But listen, Charles, I'ma be real with you. Giannis would absolutely baptize, obliterate, and decimate your ass at the rim, and it's not just me saying that.
And all these guys talking about what Giannis couldn't play and all that. Dude, Giannis going around Oakley, Giannis going around all them, he dunking on them, he letting them, he bigger, he faster, he stronger. You can talk all that stuff because you don't play no more. You can talk all that stuff because you got gray hair and you sitting on the sideline smoking cigars about what you used to do. That dude would dog you every single time y'all stepped on the court. Now, you may hit him hard. Okay, all right. After you hit him hard, you ain't got no game. You ain't got no game.
But even guys Giannis is playing against right now have some blasphemous shit to say. Recently, Andre Iguodala came out to say that if Rasheed Wallace were playing basketball in the current NBA, he would be better than Giannis and a top 5 player in the NBA. Honestly, when I saw this, I could not believe my eyes. Rasheed Wallace was a very good player. And fun fact, he actually holds an unbreakable NBA record. Maybe not the best one to have, but nobody can fuck with Sheed. However, notice that I said Rasheed Wallace was a very good player. The difference is, Giannis is a historically great basketball player. These guys are on completely different stratospheres. A player who's never made an All-NBA team or an All-Defensive team versus a player who's made 4 straight first teams that is All-NBA and All-Defensive. And all the other accolades, numbers, etc. just to prove that these two aren't even close. Oh, and by the way, if he's supposed to be better than Giannis, then he would not be top 5, he would be top 1. But let me be honest, Iggy opinions do not hold much weight to me. Let's not forget he called Kyrie Irving the 4th best point guard in NBA history. I am not moved. One of the more recent narratives around Giannis is that he plays like a running back, he doesn't get called for offensive fouls, he runs over people. Now you mainly see this stupid shit on Twitter, but Alex Caruso gave it some attention.
So I think just that experience they had, I think that was a big difference. And then, I mean, they don't call any offensive fouls on Giannis, and it's hard to guard him.
That's a little bit of a take.
Yep. Yeah,
that's controversial.
No, he's a freak. I mean, his nickname is perfect.
Now, personally, I interpret this as a joke. I think it's pretty clear. But just like with what Giannis said about Harden not passing, all these jokes come from some kind of false narrative that's already out there. I personally haven't seen any other players talk about this outside of, you know, a few Boston Celtics bitching and complaining. Thank you, Wardell. This narrative is funny to me though. First of all, Giannis already leads the league in offensive fouls, but so many players endlessly flop against him as their form of defense. A lot of times he's not running over people, they are literally just standing in front of him and falling. That shit is crazy. That is a crazy way to play basketball. You're not even playing defense, you're a human bowling pin. Giannis can be stopped on a drive to the basket, so that's what they resort to. I just think it's ironic that using strength to your advantage is all good until one of the league's strongest players does it. Then it's an offensive foul because he's just running over people. Could you imagine if Shaq was playing today, bro? He would catch a fucking assault and battery charge.
Just now, Bob, watch the power. He just overpowers him and he comes down and then he shoves him right there.
Speaking of Shaq though, let's get on a positive note because Shaq is one of the big advocates for Giannis and how great he is.
I'm denouncing my Supermanship and I'm giving it to the Greek freak.
He can wear the S?
It's him.
He can wear the S?
Yes, it's him now.
Who's the most dominant player in the paint, you or him?
Him.
You or no, you're not.
No, him.
No way.
Kenny, it's his era.
No.
I'm next door and over here with you. Somebody asked me the other day, oh, Shaq couldn't play today. But you're not paying attention. I am playing today. My name is Greek Freak. I will bring my length, I will bring my athleticness. So before you say Shaq can't play in this era today, I'm already playing. My name is Giannis Antetokounmpo, however you pronounce it.
Greek Freak is the MVP right now. How about that?
The Greek Freak?
Hold on. And you know what? I've never given my name up before, but I'm giving it to him. He's the new Superman.
I want to get you out of here on a fun thing. I'm going to donate $10,000 to your charity if Shaq can say your name correctly. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
There it is. That was it. That was it. Right?
Wow.
Right there.
That was it.
You know who that man is? Because you know what? That man is Defense Player of the Year now. I got to show that man some respect.
He's so real. Let's also not forget Giannis had the Kobe cosign, completing both of Kobe Bryant's challenges. So of course, it's not all NBA players that disrespect Giannis, it is just a select group of them. But do these select NBA players and former players disrespect Giannis as much as Skip Bayless disrespects LeBron? Check out this video on every time LeBron proves Skip Bayless wrong and you can decide that one for yourself.